Cash Money versus No Limit. They are doing a versus battle, but they're doing it in Las Vegas. And then I thought about it for a few seconds. I'm like, well, they can't do it in New Orleans because like somebody would get shot out there. Like it would be like somebody would like it would just be too much, too much. Like, mm-mm, mm-mm. If you did in New Orleans, you got to do it at the Superdome, right?
I mean, you probably do it at the Pelicans or the Pelicans.
Yeah,
I think
or the
Smoothie Center.
Pelicans, yeah. So like
Yeah.
when I see this Cash Money versus No Limit battle, right? This thing looks like it's being built around Birdman and Master P. Like I don't think we get none of the second wave Cash Money kind of stuff. For me, this
Oh
feels
no, no,
like
I don't. Look, I don't want. Look, I don't want to see a motherfucker in Young Money unless it's Lil Wayne. Everybody, look, Drake, Nicki Minaj, Tyga, Currency,
yeah,
Mac
y'all not a
Main.
part of
Get
this.
them niggas. Look, put them niggas in a playpen and close. Or sorry, put them niggas behind bars and close the door. Yeah, like I didn't want to. I didn't mean to say it like that, but like nah, leave them at home. This isn't what this was about.
Yeah,
Them niggas ain't even from Louisiana. Keep them the fuck away.
like when I think of
They
like
got
when I
you.
think of No
Look,
Limit versus Cash Money, I think of like Master P, Mystical, Silk, C Murder,
X,
Mia
Magic,
X,
yes,
Mr. Magic,
yes,
shit like
yes.
that. And
I
then
don't even
like,
want to see Romeo. I don't even want
oh
to see
no,
Romeo.
no, look, I think the last person we might be able to pull up is like Chopper with Chopper style. That's as far as I'm willing
Yeah,
to go
yep,
with
yep. I agree.
with
I
No
agree.
Limit. We cutting it right there.
Yeah,
You remember
like
like 12 years ago, Master P dropped that Al Capone mixtape and it was hard.
I heard, yeah, you told me that. I heard one song. I was like, this song's actually good. What?
I played it.
What? But I didn't go checking for it though. I was like, wait,
Yeah.
the one song actually is good. That's kind of wasn't expecting that.
Yeah. But man, so like, all right, man. So like, we
Hold
we
on,
had
real quick
yeah
before we move on. Like when I say like the Young Money people, like bro, they are far less connected to this than people like than people that are from Louisiana that aren't even from New Orleans. Like I'd rather see Gates and Boozy and Webby up there than them niggas. It ain't got nothing to do with the shit. Get them the fuck out of here. I better not see no Caribbean New Yorker. I better not see no Canadian. No, get them out. Keep them out.
so I'm talking straight big timers, BG,
Yes.
Juvie, Manny Fresh, the
Dirt.
Birdman, daddy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, like I so
Hot boys and big timers.
hey man,
That's all we need.
if you are Master P, you got to call in Snoop, right?
Yeah.
You got to have him do down for my niggas, right? Like
Oh yeah.
it
Absolutely.
ain't like C Murder can do it.
Sure. Yes. Yes. Yes.
Like
I didn't even think about that, but sure,
yeah,
yes.
like so like I've been like looking at people talking about this and like it seems pretty handily. I think everybody thinks Cash Money's gonna like get them the fuck out of here,
Yes,
and
because they're the better collection of rappers.
that is
They're a
true.
better collection of rappers, and also their songs, like they just because of Wayne, like their legacy. Even before then, like Juvenile and Wayne's legacy lasts longer than any other like guys. Like, because honestly, the only person that we take as a credible real rapper out of Cash Money, like at this, I mean, 20 years from, or actually 25 years later, is Mystical. And Mystical,
Oh, you mean
I mean,
No Limit?
yeah, yes, Out No Limit is Mystical, and like, hey,
You can't.
Mystical was in prison for some things that make people want to be like, when they're gonna be like, hey, why is he up on stage?
Yeah.
I mean, you
Why-
can't do it without them, but people, it's one of the things people want, people
Or
people
tap
want to ask
in.
that question, and it's well within the right to ask that question.
Like I listened to what's the damn song? Make 'em say and brother,
Yep.
that Silk the Shocker verse, man. What the fuck was that nigga talking about, dog? Like I don't bro, bro, Silk the Shocker sucked so bad, bro. He fucking sucked, bro.
All right. So
And like
I tweeted this, or not tweeted. I was texting with I'm in a thread thing with on text with like Julian and Alex and Kirby and Diaz, right? And I ended up messaging them about once you sent it to me, and I was like, let me scroll through. All right, I was like, hey man, so like full strength no limit. Full strength no limit. It was never being cash money in a 20v20 anyway. Like, because they were talking about how certain people were going to be missing. And I was like, so framing it as anything other than a celebration would be calling it a slaughter. And that's how I feel. I'm not on the ground. And I was like, who was the best like no limit non-mystical non-Snoop rapper? Is it Magic? Is it Magic? It might be Magic.
No,
right?
it's the one nigga, light skinned dude. What the fuck is his name? Oh, he's on the one fucking song. Make him say He's on that song with them.
I'd have to go back.
Fiend.
Oh yeah, Fiend's good. Fiend's good. Yep. Fiend's better than Magic. Yep, you're right. Okay. So,
but
so
like,
then,
you're not gonna bring Fiend out on the stage and expect him to get a point. Like,
no.
So,
so then Diaz said, he said, man, Silk and Romeo gonna have to go do their best, LOL, right? And I was like, man, I said, go back and listen to Silk the Shocker's verse on Ain't My Fault. I said, the nigga ran out of bars at the end and just decided to yell like he dunked on somebody instead. like, nah, man. That nigga, he said, look, man, this is gonna be, look, Mystical gonna give you the first verse. This is gonna be on your album charts of the game. We're gonna give you this all-time like playable rap beat. It can play on anything. It like I remember when it was like back in the day when Daria they used to play like the instrumentals like on the in and out of it. They used to play It Ain't My Fault or a bunch of Cash Money. I'd be like, yo, that's just a timeless beat. Like it's gonna sound great forever, right? I listened to it I want to say about a year ago. It Ain't My Fault, and I was like, yeah, man, this is just it's a classic rap song, right? And that nigga came out there for his 16 and gave me 14 bars and just fucking. Oh! I was like, all right, man. All right. All right.
Would they be better off?
And that's one of his best verses.
Would they be better off like being like, all right, Master P and I'm just gonna bring Beats by the Pound out here, and then we're gonna see Birdman and DJ Manny Fresh, and then that's just what we and they play the songs like that because it's like you start bringing these niggas out to do the songs, it's gonna be there's a lot of people. Who knows what they're gonna be performing like? What is BG up to right now? I know he's free recently, but
yeah,
you know,
I mean he's like him in was it Louisiana? They like BG is like back like hanging around Birdman again, which bums me the fuck out, but whatever. The thing is, if he formatted it that way, I'm gonna be like, hey man, I know there are people that will want to see Master P because like for a lot of people they see that as like a great success story and he's very very charismatic, right? And it's funny as shit.
Absolutely. AEW's own Master P.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. But on the other end of that, like putting him next to Birdman, and everybody that ever loves Cash Money should actually hate Birdman. You think about it? I don't. Nah.
Yeah.
Nah.
I just feel like Cash Money just has too much. They've got like a lot of the hit records. Then they got other songs they can just play where it's just like, yeah, that's probably a point. And then, all right, there's automatic points for No Limit too. And I don't know. I kind of look at this as like the reverse. Like they had. This is like Rockefeller versus Rough Riders, right? Like, but like the other way, right? And I think Cash Money is Rockefeller. And I think
Cash Money is Rockefeller.
And I think Rough Riders is No Limit.
Yes. Yeah.
I think there was just a little bit more gloss on the Rockefeller / Cash
at
Money
least the thing
side.
with Rough Riders is like they got enough rap. They got to like you be like, all right, their top 5 rappers are basically as good as like Rockefeller's top 5 rappers. If you go through, if you say like pre Kanye started rapping, right? Like okay, fine. But when it comes to the Cash Money thing, it's like they got Wayne and Juvie and BG.
And then Manny Fresh is like, you know, as your
I'm just saying,
fourth,
I'm
as
saying
your
like
fourth
as
person,
MCs, rappers,
just
or
as
whatever
rappers.
else,
But
like,
then you
those
got
3
Manny Fresh
rappers
as
are
the
better than
producer. Like,
right. And I mean, like KLC and Beats by the Pound, like they made some incredible beats or whatever else, right? But it's just like, nah, man, like better all time producer, production team, whatever else you want to include Manny Fresh with Jazzy Faye before the end, versus KLC Beats by the Pound, and then you throw in like, all right, Snoop was only there for like 1 album, and then it's like at a certain point, like it's only, I mean, quite frankly,
a few
like,
years.
you got it. Yeah. No, I'm saying like no. What I'm trying to say is like you got to at some point like P, because of his charisma and his ability to be a hit maker, like he actually is like this. He actually is like the best rapper in No Limit, and he can't out rap Juvenile or BG or Wayne. It never did.
Yeah,
Like,
it's tough. It's like
tough.
you could stand Master P up there. Like it would ironically it would end up like the Dipset
like
thing.
B versus Birdman would actually be like, yeah, P'll beat Birdman. That'll happen.
I think it could end up how the Dipset and Locks thing ended up going, where Cameron was there just holding it down every round, you know, because he was the one that felt that sense of pride and was like, you know, I'm going for it or whatever. And then I think Master P would be like, because you really can't send Silk up there too much. You sending me an X up there, I don't know if just
maybe like 2-3 times.
It ain't gonna be like, it's gonna be, you know what it's gonna be? It's gonna be Master P, then it's gonna be Shrew, which also has Master P in it, and then it's gonna be
and
like
the 4 Boys,
yeah, which also has Master P in it. Yes, it's just gonna be him just carrying, like, the nigga. It'll be the Tank versus all, like, and him driving that motherfucker. Like, who wants to get in there with me? And then
and it'd be like, okay, so you just played like you just played. I don't even want to get into it. It's like, because there's stuff where it's like, all right, bro, they play their 10th best record, and then they play fucking Wayne Shine, and it's like, all right, like Juvenile starts it, Wayne finishes, like you lose, you're losing that 10th book. Period. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's just a lot, man.
Cash Money has a ridiculous slew of hits from 98 through 2003. They just do, even with niggas coming in and out of the promotion, getting out of the record label.
Yeah,
because they can play fucking Juvenile slow motion.
Yeah, well, they would both have that. I think that's how they'll end it. They'll be like, rest in peace, Soulja Slim, and then, you know, Juvie will end it with slow motion or whatever. But I don't want to see any of the second wave. I don't think I want to see anything after 2003 for Cash Money, honestly.
Well, you can make an argument. Well, no, because that's 2003 as well. Wasn't 500 Degrees Wayne 2003?
I think it was 2002.
Okay, so yeah, you can basically play like no, I think maybe 04. Maybe 04, because I think that's when that Juvenile album came out that had slow motion. I Need in My Life.
Oh, okay,
so
yeah.
That's where you leave it off. That's where you leave it off. 04 or 04 is where it ends.
Yeah, man. But then, yeah,
you can't be playing Carter. I just like you.
That feels like a whole nother time.
I think that is not the era that these two were in contention or whatever else. Like, no, when they're having their Cold War in this city, no, that's some other thing.
Yeah,
like you can't. No, like the SQ Wayne and beyond. Nah, don't be doing that. That's playing underhanded.
No,
it's unnecessary.
They kind of got to play that musical song, that doom doom doom. Like,
they
have to do it.
They got to play mystical. I Smell Smoke.
They got to play a lot of mystical. Like, they do.
He's their best rapper.
And it's just like, do you want to do that? Like,
right.
I'm aware that we're in a society that may not give a fuck. Right.
Oh, if you're going to the Cash Money versus No Limit versus, you don't give a flying fuck. I'm just saying, I'm aware of it. It makes me feel weird. I didn't like when I heard that Mark Ronson album that came out, and he had and he was on there too, because it's like, Oh yeah, like the guy that's like the one of the rap incarnations of or byproducts of James Brown, like is rapping over this James Brown sounding ass record or whatever else for Front Ronson. That was like 2013 when that came out. I
Mm-hmm.
felt icky then, right? Keep in mind, like, don't give a fuck about a nigga opinion that says the word icky out loud on a podcast anyway. But you get what I'm saying? Like, it's a bad look.
Yeah. But yeah, whenever it is, it looks like it's October 25th.
Yeah,
This should not be in Las Vegas. I'll repeat it again.
yeah.
Hopefully the crowd knows what the fuck they're watching or whatever. But you know, I think this is a really big deal. So,